Good pitching. And late inning heroics. The Sox Summer of Fun continues next right here over WGN. From Frag Lieber Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, WGN Sports presents Chicago White Sox baseball. Tonight, it's Al Martin, Jason Kendall, and the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Big Hurt Frank Thomas, Albert Bell, and the Chicago White Sox. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With Tom Paciorek, I'm Ken Harrelson. We get set to bring you some more interleague play. So far, the Sox have liked it very much. Thank you. They won 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati, took 2 out of 3 from the Cubs. And the Sox just 1 game back of Cleveland right now. Wimpy coming in, sending Danny Darwin to the mound.
That's right. Danny Darwin has been a very consistent 5th starter for the White Sox, but he hasn't had any luck yet at all this season, Hawk. He has lost his last 3 starts, and every one of them has been a quality start. Good right-hander on the mound for Pittsburgh tonight, Jon Lieber. Good stuff. Good hard sinker in that 90-mile-an-hour range.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. Game 1 of this 3-game set, and we'll be back with the rest of the starting lineups right after this.
Chicago White Sox baseball on WGN. Brought to you by Miller Lite, will remind you that anything can happen at Miller time. Your local Ford dealer. See your favorite Ford dealer today and see why there's more to afford. Coca-Cola, always ahead, always Coca-Cola. Hoover, nobody gets the dirt like Hoover, nobody. Toyota and their full line of quality cars and trucks. Aflac, insuring over 40 million people worldwide. Montgomery Ward. And by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places.
Good evening and welcome back to Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The first of 3 between the White Sox and the Pirates. Well, the Buccos are on the field for Game 1. And here is Terry Bevington's starting lineup, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Leading off at second base, Ray Durham. Batting second at shortstop, Ozzie Guillen. The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, is at first base. He'll hit third. Cleanup man, left fielder, Albert Bell. George Fabregas is behind the plate in the 5th spot, followed by center fielder Mike Cameron. Chris Snopek is at third in the 7th position. Hitting 8th in right field is Dave Martinez. And pitching and batting 9th, Danny Darwin. Defensively, the Pirates line up with Al Martin in left field. Jermaine Allensworth is in center. Jose Guillen with that great throwing arm in right. Dale Swain, former White Sox infielder, is at third. Luke Collins is the shortstop. Tony Womack, very dangerous at second base. And Kevin Young is at first. Jason Kendall, their all-star last year, behind the plate. And Jon Lieber on the mound. Lieber, a 27-year-old right-hander from Birmingham, Alabama, 4-8 with a 4.45 earned run average in 16 starts. 97 hits in 91 innings. He has walked 27 while striking out 71. So he's got good control. The umpires, Wally Bell is at home plate. Tom Hellion at first. Jerry Meals at second. And Paul Knott is at third. So we are ready for some baseball, and here's the Hawkaroo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you. And the first pitch of the ball game from Jon Lieber is taken for a ball by Ray Durham. Ray comes in hitting at .251, 5 homers, 28 knocked in. Once again, welcome to Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh for interleague play right here with WGN Sports. As that pitch inside, and the count very quickly 2-0. 335 down each line, 375 in the gaps, 400 straight away center field. That ball hit into the gap in left center field. Nobody's going to get this one. So Durham with that good speed as it hops over the fence. And he will pull up at second for the ground rule double.
Oh, Ray creamed that one right in the gap. Just kind of dissected those 2 outfielders. Got a 2-0 fastball. Out over the plate. Nice swing. Good inside-out action. Didn't try and do too much with it. And Sox may have gotten a bad break right there because Ray, with that great speed, would have probably gotten trips.
Yeah, if he hits the top of the fence and kicks up, he's probably going to be at third. But here's Ozzie hitting at .278, a homer, and 18 knocked in. Tries to bunt it, fouls it off. Sox coming in hitting at 278. Pirates are hitting at 252. Sox with a 4.46 team ERA. Pirates with a 4.42 team ERA. And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. There's a bunt. That'll get the job done. Dale Swaim on the move over to Kevin Young. So that'll be a sacrifice 5-3 with Durham in the third. And let's check out our picks to click tonight, sponsored by Montgomery Ward. Here you see Skip Ellison, Bruce Rector and the crew, and Mike Cameron. Wimpy's going with a big hurt. Joan Ferracco and I are going to go with Albert Bell.
Well, you know the kids. You saw the kids.
Yeah, I saw them. And that's
Jermaine, Michael,
really
and Robert.
Yeah.
They were all here with my sister Joanne and sister Kathleen.
Here's Big Frank hitting at 380, 16 homers, and 59 knocked in. Takes that pitch inside.
Ooh.
One to count to Frank. Frank coming in on top of the league at 380, followed by, look at Sandy Allen.
Unbelievable. 2 catchers in the top 3 spots.
Infield in for the Pirates. As that pitch a little bit low.
How about this? When was the last time you saw the infield in on Frank Thomas in this situation, especially on artificial surface? They must feel real comfortable.
Young's trying to play it as safe as he can. He's halfway. As that's high in the right field. Guillen's got a gun. Ray's got that good speed. It's a good match. Here he comes. Here's a throw. Not in time as Durham scores. And Sox take a 1-0 lead. Boy, I love matchups like that.
Oh, man, that was fun. Jose Guillen, no relation to Ozzie, just fires a one-hop strike, and if you're going to miss, it's going to be up the third baseline. That's what you'd want, and Ray Durham just outran the ball right here. Nice job by Frank, too. Hey, Lieber's throwing well. Boy, caught it just a little bit on his heels right there. Didn't quite get everything going forward, and that may have cost him a 2-hopper.
So here's Albert. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Albert hitting at 293, 18 long ones and 66 RBI. Sox coming in. Only team in the Central with 40 wins. They are 40 and 38. Pittsburgh at 36 and 43. They're 3 games back. One and one to count. Pretty good crowd on hand. Pirates averaging 18,818. There's that slider low and away. So Albert down 1-2. Sox with a road record of 17-20. Pittsburgh a home record of 17-21. The Sox have won 8 out of their last 9 and 10 out of their last 12. Slider misses. Lieber in his career has won 23 times, lost 27 times. Saw him in spring training. He did a good job against us. Kendall to the outside, the 2-2 pitch. Yes, he did. Did not lay off the high one. But the Sox get on the board. Double by Durham. Sacrifice fly by Frank Thomas after happening a play. It's a good guys one, and the Pirates coming up.
Gene Lamont starting lineup for the Buccos. Top third of Tony Womack at second base. Jermaine Allensworth in center field. Al Martin plays left. Middle third features Kevin Young at first base. At third, Dale Swaim and Jason Kendall behind the plate. Bottom third has Jose Guillen in right. Luke Collier at shortstop and Jon Lieber on the mound. Here's the Sox defense brought to you by Coca-Cola. Val, Cameron, and Martinez are the outfielders. Snopek, Guillen, Durham, and Thomas in the infield. Fabregas behind the plate. Danny Darwin on the mound. Danny, a tough luck pitcher at 2-5 with a good 3.36 earned run average in 16 games appeared in. 80 in the third, 81 hits, 29 walks, and 42 strikeouts.
So here's Tony Womack, the second baseman, hitting at 265, 3 homers. He's knocked in 24. Womack with 31 stolen bases in 32 attempts. Takes strike one from Darwin. Matter of fact, he has 30 consecutive.
Yes, he does. Remember how much we liked him in spring training?
The last several years.
Yeah.
High off the plate, corners in close, no peck on what would be the grass. The outfield swung around to the left. Up high, 2-1. One final in baseball today. Cubs came back from a deficit to defeat the Royals 8-7 at Wrigley. The action will show Florida at Boston, Atlanta against the Yankees in New York, the Mets taking the Tigers in Detroit, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Montreal at Toronto. First ever Canadian series. There's a shot. That's trouble. Breaking ball from Darwin. Got it up. Well, Womack will cruise in with a leadoff double. Blueprint of the Sox top half.
He got a breaking ball, and that's the one pitch that Womack will pull. Off speed. Boy, he kept his hands back nicely and just rips it into right field. Now, the defense is playing him way around the other way, so he gets to second base easily. Frank Thomas playing in, guarding against the bunt, had no chance to make that one.
So that'll bring up the 25-year-old center fielder out of Anderson, Indiana, Jermaine Allensworth, hitting at 267, a couple of homers. He's knocked in 20. Outfield bunching Allensworth. Ozzie jacking in behind Womack. The long set by Darwin, and there's a breaking ball, misses down low. Other action around baseball shows Milwaukee at Cincinnati, Minnesota at St. Louis, Rangers take on the Dodgers in Los Angeles, Cleveland at Houston, San Diego at Oakland, Rockies host the Angels, and Sweet Lou's Mariners will tee it up against the Giants at the Kingdome. There's a little daylight. Womack just one off of tying the Pittsburgh club record with 31 consecutive steals. That was set by Max Carey back in 1922.
He was fast, wasn't he?
What kind of guy was he?
Good guy. Good guy. A little temperamental, you know, because the guys that ran real fast were like that.
The major league record for a single season with consecutive stolen bases is 44, set by Vince Coleman in 1989. So 1-1 the count to Allensworth. They got a shot. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful pick right there by Ozzie. Low throw by Darwin. He just stayed right with it. Did not bring the glove up, which is a tendency.
Boy, Jack Lynn, the third base coach, yelling out instructions, and man alive, actually that throw was perfect when you consider the great catch by Ozzie.
Yeah. If he didn't bring it up, which he did not. The tendency is to catch that thing and come up with it and then have to go back down. He just caught it and kept it right there. So a good defensive play by Guillen, as there's a breaking ball strike to Allensworth. And the count 1-2. He's gone. Like a splitter right there from Danny, and there's 2 out.
I'll call that a splitter.
Left fielder, number 28.
Bottom falls out. Yeah, you can see the grip in his hand. And Danny, with that side-winding motion of his, has really got to concentrate on staying on top, and he really does a nice job here keeping that ball down. Strikeouts, National League team highs. Whoa, 582 leading the pack. And they're second from the bottom from an average standpoint.
Here's the 29-year-old veteran outfielder Al Martin, hitting at .318, 7 homers, 25 knocked in. Chandler, Arizona. That's high in the center field. Mike Cameron. Oh, what a play he made yesterday. You did not see that. You will. Meanwhile, he hauls it in. That'll retire the side. Nothing across. And after one, it's 1-0 White Sox. Vanilla in the stands. Sox fan. Young. That's all right as that pitch fouled out of play left side.
That was a Buccos.
They had a bear on there, too. Man. George hitting at .245, 3 homers, 25 knocked in, but since he has been in that Sox uniform, hitting at .305, 3 homers. Oops. As he cannot check it up. And the count 1-2. Three Rivers Stadium. A lot of good players pass through this ballpark. As he got him, a little backdoor action right there, and that's out number 1. And a reminder, the first 15,000 fans attending Thursday's game against Boston will receive the second in the series of Ameritech Nostalgic Phone Cards. Card number 2 features the 1959 American League champion White Sox home jersey. And also, don't forget, it's ladies' night. All ladies' tickets are just $1 when bought on the day of the game at Comiskey Park box offices. Inside to Mike Cameron. There are the numbers on Mike. What a good series in Minnesota. A couple of home runs in game 1 and then that game-saving catch yesterday. Boy, that was beautiful. South end of the bat, Dale Swain. So the 33-year-old veteran third baseman sucks it up, throws him out. 2 gone.
Batting 7, third baseman, number 27, Chris Snopek.
And that'll bring up Chris Snopek. Chris hitting at .217, 5 homers, 31 RBIs. Chris 5 for his last 16 with a big hit yesterday. 2 RBI double. There's a shot. That's a base hit. Well, he just ripped that one by the shortstop, Luke Collier.
I think that pitch was he hit that ball like a knuckleball. Collier looked like he was ready to make the play, and all of a sudden, ball kind of danced away from him. And Chris has been swinging the bat. He's lined out a lot recently. Take another look at it. It's a fastball out over the plate, and he rips it right by Luke Collier.
And here's Dave Martinez. David hitting at .288, 10 homers, and 38 knocked in.
Chris Snopek really stayed closed nicely there. Everything was in sync. That left shoulder stayed closed, and that really increases his bat speed.
Outfield shading David slightly to the left. As there's a fastball strike. David was 5 for 16. A couple of home runs in that Minnesota series. Sox have won 5 straight series. That pitch fouled away in. The count 0-2. 2 outs. Snowpeck at first. Bail him out, Chris. Take off. Get a good jump and go. Let him lead off the next inning. Pitch high off the plate.
Doesn't express a lot of confidence in the foot speed of Chris Snowpeck.
Well, talking about some of these banners, boy, they got a lot of them here. 1901, 1902, 1903 National League champions. 1909 World champions. Same for 25. 1927, 1960 World champions. 1970, 71, 72, 74. There's a shot. Whoa. Boy, that's picked by Kevin Young. Nice play on a rocket off the bat of Dave Martinez, and that'll retire the side. We have played an inning and a half. Sox lead it 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that smoking is not permitted in the seating areas of the ballpark.
Of the second, it'll be Kevin Young, Dale Swaim, and Jason Kendall to face Danny Darwin. 1-0 good guys. In that Cub 8-7 victory over the Royals, Cubs scored 5 runs, bottom of the 8th inning, to win that one. There's a strike. Young, 28 years old, out of Kansas City, Kansas. 12 RBIs in his last 13 ball games. That's deep. Way back. You can put it on the board. This game is tied at 1.
Well, Kevin Young's a non-roster player. Came into camp. He was signed as a minor league free agent. He's just leading his team in RBIs now. He's got 39 to go with 8 homers, and now he's sitting in that cleanup spot. This pitch was up.
He didn't miss it.
Boy, short, quick swing. He was all over that one.
Here's the switch hitting third baseman, Dale Swaim. He was with the Sox back in '92 for a short time. Dale hitting at 283, 4 homers, and 18 knocked in. Do I know the count? A breaking ball high, so he falls behind. 3 balls, no strikes. Jason Kendall on deck. Eight homers now for Kevin Young. There's a strike.
Dale swinging the bat very well, getting a chance to play now that Joe Randa's out of the lineup.
Frank underneath to Darwin, and that's out number 1. And a reminder, you can pick up the Comiskey Park Stored Value Card on your next trip to Comiskey Park. Fans can purchase one of 4 different Comiskey cards for $20 from vending machines throughout the ballpark. Use the card's full value to purchase concessions and souvenirs, and just retain the card as a keepsake. Well, here's the 23-year-old Pittsburgh catcher, Jason Kendall, hitting at 270, a couple of homers, and 25 knocked in. Jason out of Torrance, California. In his last 14 at-bats, he has 7 hits as he takes strike 1. There's a fair ball right down the left field line. Breaking pitch from Darwin. So Kendall will pull into second with his 18th 2-bagger.
No, Jason Kendall hit 300 last year. He got a breaking ball in the inner half of the plate. And on this artificial surface, it doesn't take much time to get down that third baseline into the corner. Jason is the son of former Major League catcher Freddie Kendall. And he had an outstanding rookie year last year.
Here's an outstanding rookie, Jose Guillen, San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic. 21 years old. Hitting at 256, 6 homers, 29 knocked in. There's a slider upstairs. Checking some other scores for you. Top of the 4th at Fenway. The Fighting Fish and the Red Sox are tied at 3. Atlanta at Yankee Stadium, no score after 1. Good rip right there. So with the count 1-1, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
On with Wimperoo, the Duke Meister, Big Bob, Tom Paciori, Ken Harrelson from Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh. First of a 3-game set and more interleague play coming your way right here over WGN. Kendall is second, 1 out, the 1-1 pitch. Other scores, bottom of the 4th in Detroit, Tigers shutting out the Mets 2-0. Bottom of the 2nd in Baltimore, no score, Phillies and the Orioles. Montreal leading Toronto 1-0. That game in the top of the 3rd at Skydome. Bottom of the 2nd at Synergy Field in Cincinnati. The Brewers and the Reds are tied at 2. Everything else will be getting underway just a little bit later. One-two pitch. Fastball. Frank backs up. Get over there, Danny. He's right there. And that's out number 2. That'll bring up the 23-year-old shortstop, Lou Collier. Lou 2 for 5 with an RBI. And Lou, born and still resides in Chicago. So, National League decision here. Jon Lieber, who is 2 for 29 on deck. Let's stay right there.
Yeah, if you can make 3 great pitches on the outside corner like that, or make them fish after something, no, you might as well pitch to him. Then you could set up that pitcher leading off next inning. But boy, I'll tell you what, you just got to be
You just
extra.
can't make a mistake.
Yeah, you just can't make too good of a pitch here.
He made a pretty good pitch to hit right there.
Hanging breaking ball. Fortunately, Collier just flares it off to the right.
No balls, 2 strikes to Collier.
Now, right now, he's got 4 chances to make a good pitch. Not use up every one of them.
Clouds starting to roll in. It is an 80% chance of rain here tonight.
Nah.
Kendall at 3rd, and he just did get a piece of it. Also got a piece of George Fabregas on his hand. The wrist area. Run on 2 hits for the Sox, a run on 3 hits for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 2nd, if you're just joining us. Ray Durham led off the ball game with a double. Went to 3rd on a sacrifice bunt by Ozzie. Scored on the sacrifice fly by Frank Thomas. And Kevin Young led off the bottom of the 2nd with his 8th homer. Fabregas to the outside. Pitch a little bit low. One and two the count. Go outside with a breaking ball. Comes inside with a fastball, pops it up. Frank over by the photographer's well. He's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So Darwin leaves Kendall at third, but he does give up the homer to Young, and after two, tied at one. Inning in a 1-1 tie. Danny Darwin will lead it off. Danny has been to the plate one time. 0 for 1. So Jon Lieber, as Darwin fouls off the first pitch. Lieber, who graduated from Abraham Lincoln High School in Council Bluffs, Iowa, also attended Iowa Western Junior College, also attended the University of South Alabama. That sinker just off the corner. 1-1 the count. You see Danny, a couple of homers, 19 RBIs, and 243 at-bats.
Nothing wrong with that.
Breaking ball. Kendall to the outside. Well, that's out number one here in the third inning. There you see the All-Stars have been named. Brady Anderson Jr., Justice, Cal Ripken, Alex Rodriguez, Roberto Alomar, Tino Martinez, Ivan Rodriguez. The National League will be announced tomorrow. Durham. That's into right field for a base hit. Ray is 2 for 2. A double in the first. He also scored. So good speed aboard. Ray with 18 bags.
Nice job by Ray turning on that pitch. Just fitting it right through the first and second baseman. See how he gets the head of the bat out, that back heel coming off the ground. Nice effort by Kevin Young. He can't make the play. And neither can Tony Womack. So that hole open for Ozzie, and I'd like to see Ray take off.
Ozzie, that sacrifice bunt, 5-3 in the first inning. Outfield, for the most part, straight up. As Ozzie fakes the bunt, takes a pitch upstairs. Top vote getter was Junior with 3,514,340. Albert was 8th in the outfield selection. Behind Junior, Justice, Anderson, Juan Gonzalez, Marquise Grissom, Manny Ramirez. Well, when you're averaging 42,000 a game, you're going to have some votes.
Yes.
Like Cleveland is. Jay Buhner. There goes Ray. Kendall, a quick release, and they don't get him. Stolen base number 19 for Ray. I love to watch Ray run.
He can ignite an offense. He got a good jump right here. I'll tell you what, Jason Kendall has got a very quick release, a strong throwing arm. Ray, with 1 foot on the artificial surface, takes off, peeks to see if the ball was put into play, and that throw was just a bit offline, or he would have gunned him down. Well, you got to like that young man.
2-0 the count again. Swain, even with the bag off the line at third, as there's a shot. Young makes the catch, goes to second. They force Durham for the double play. And that'll do it. 87th twin killing turn by the Pirates, and after 2.5, it's still tied at 1.
I love one.
Center fielder.
It's going to be a tough play. See, Ray stuck his glove. Looked like he stuck it right in front of his face and obscured his vision. Boy, that ball really came up on this artificial surface. Tell you what, he's going to have a tough time throwing him out, especially with the speed of Womack.
I don't think he was going to get him, Wimpy.
I'd have given him a hit.
Yeah. So here's Allensworth. Jermaine struck out on a good splitter from Danny Darwin. They mentioned 31 stolen bases. As there's a slider strike. Checking some other vote getters at second base. Roberto Alomar easily outdistanced Chuck Knobloch.
I'll take Knobloch.
Joey Cora was third.
There's another guy. I think if you base it purely on numbers, Joey Cora would have to be the guy starting.
At shortstop, it was Alex Rodriguez. Way over Omar Vizquel. Derek Jeter was third. Jay Bell, fourth. Mike Bordick, fifth. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, so 0-2. Of course, no contest at third base with Ripken. Doubling up, more than doubling up, Matt Williams, who finished second. Wade Boggs finished third. Followed by Dean Palmer, Russ Davis. As you see, Baltimore and Cleveland. And Seattle with those huge attendance numbers.
Yeah, without question.
In the designated hitter role, Edgar Martinez, followed by Julio Franco. Cecil Fielder, a distant third. Harrell finished 10th. Incavilla finishing way above Harrell, of course, being in Baltimore. That's all right. It's a fans' game. Let them vote exactly the way they want. I'm glad the fans vote. There's a strike. Good fastball in the outside corner. So Allensworth is gone.
'89 miles an hour right at the knees on the outside corner. He just paints them. So nice pitch by Danny. Second time Allensworth has gone down.
And here's Al Martin. Fly to Mike Cameron in center field. Martin. Big swing right there. Fouls it back. So everybody's still waiting for Tony Womack to air it out right here.
He's got a great lead.
Fakes, does not go. The breaking pitch gets it over. And the count 0-2 to Martin.
I see the breaking ball right there, 80 miles an hour from Danny Darwin. I like that.
I like it for the fans.
Sure, this is the fans' game.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Fabregas moving to the outside. As there's a high chopper over the head of Frank Thomas. Womack really did not get a good jump at all right there. As now they're going to go to second base. Ball gets away from Ozzie, but not far enough for Womack to try to come home.
Say, Dave Martinez got to that ball in a heartbeat. As the high chopper over the head of Frank Thomas, one of the advantages of hitting on the artificial surface. And David gets over there with a backhand, and he's going to try and throw him out. Even with the great speed of Womack rounding third base at that particular time. He just gave it a good effort. Now, if Womack is in motion right there, he'd probably...
He would have tried to have scored.
Well, yeah, he would have tried to score. Had the throw gone into second base, I think David might not have made that effort then.
It looked like Womack didn't know there were 2 outs. He held up momentarily. So here's Kevin Young. He homered leading off last inning. All 4 Pirate hits have gone for extra bases, 3 doubles and a homer. Kevin Young got a fastball upstairs, and he just killed it. Outfield straight up. Breaking ball. Ozzie on a tough hop right there. A little in between. Sucks it up. Goes over to Big Frank in time, and it'll retire the side. So Darwin pitches out of it. And after 3, we are still tied at 1. Not a good 2-0 swing right there by the Big Hurt.
Oh, Lieber made a real good pitch on the slider right there. Down and away. Frank usually spits on that one.
Up high in the count, 3-1. Well, Frank has the longest recorded home run here at Three Rivers in the All-Star game, and that home run hitting contest they had, as he takes upstairs, ball 4, so the leadoff man aboard. And that star right there marks the spot out there. Whoa, way
There it is. I can't even
there.
see it. Oh, there it is in left center. Oh, my goodness. Whoa. What did they estimate that? That was 5 and some change.
519, I believe. So here's Albert. He struck out his first trip. Breaking ball. Here's Albert's having a little trouble picking up the pitch from Jon Lieber.
Yeah. Yeah, he struck out on a high fastball his first time up right there, trying to kind of anticipating the pitch rather than waiting back and using his hands.
Short lead by Thomas. That sinker fouled down, and very quickly the count 0-2. Yeah, that home run by Thomas, estimated at 519. Willie Stargell hit the second longest, estimated at 472. Really got a few of them.
Well, that was in a game, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got 4 upper deck shots here at Three Rivers. Way high, a ball and 2 strikes. Bob Robertson has been up there. So has the Bull. The Bullser did it in 79, 483 feet. Jeez. Jeff Bagler, Mark Whitten, Glenn Allen Hill. Devon White went there. Off the plate, down and away, 2-2 the count.
It's pretty amazing.
First and 30, Albert. Got him. Breaking ball. So the 4th strikeout for Lieber, and that'll bring up George Fabregas.
Yeah, Albert's just not picking up the ball from Lieber. He goes down for the second consecutive time. This time he's called out on strikes on a good hard slider at 84 miles an hour up on the gun upstairs.
So here's Fabregas. He was called out on a backdoor slider from Lieber. Lieber's not going to change a whole bunch of speeds on you. He's going to come at you with that sinker and that slider. Talking with Steve Blass, one of the Pirate broadcasters, former pitcher for Pittsburgh. Watch out. He says you'll be able to tell pretty early on about Lieber and how he's... there's Stevie. He had a moving fastball. All of a sudden, he just lost it one day and never got it back.
Yeah, Steve Blass.
Did not throw a strike.
Yeah, he was a terrific pitcher for the Pirates in their heyday.
There's a chopper up the middle, taking Walnut right to the bag. It's a jump throw to the first in time, so the Pirates turn their second double play in as many innings. Nothing across after 3.5, tied at 1.
A 1-1 tie, bottom of the 4th inning, and Tony Womack made a terrific play to turn this double play. Watch, he gets the high hop, very acrobatic, the jump throw to first, and that's a good play, a good solid throw. One thing about the Pirates, they're not hitting a whole lot, and the pitching isn't spectacular, but they're playing some terrific defense. 2 double plays tonight. Now they have 88 on the season, and they're number 3 in the National League in that category.
Here's Dale Swain. Takes that splitter low and away. Dale grounded out 3-1. You see 100 double plays of Rockies.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Sox have turned 64. As the count evens at 1 to Swain. Turned that one over. Took a lot off. Had him way out front in the count 1-2. Bottom of the 5th at Boston. Fighting Fish leading the Red Sox 5-3. No score. Atlanta at New York against the Yankees. That's in the bottom of the 4th. There's a broken bat, base hit. And right now, let's check out tonight's Aflac Trivia question. Who was the last White Sox pitcher to lead the team with an ERA of less than 3? So the leadoff man aboard, and here's the catcher, Jason Kendall. He ripped a double right down the third baseline. Other Major League scores show Baltimore leading Philadelphia 1-0. Orioles hitting in the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the 5th at Toronto. Expos still shutting out the Blue Jays 1-0. 3-2 Milwaukee leading Cincinnati. That game in the bottom of the 4th at Synergy Field. Minnesota 1, St. Louis 0. That's in the bottom of the 2nd. In Missouri, later on Texas at Los Angeles, San Diego at Oakland, Anaheim at Colorado, and the Giants take on the Mariners in Seattle. Darwin gets strike 1. There you see Astros in the 2nd, leading the Indians. Derek Bell, an RBI single in that ball game. So the Sox 1 game back of the Tribe. Oh, 0-2 the count. Chases that splitter down low. Danny in his career, 2-4 lifetime against Pittsburgh. And overall, he has won 160 times, lost 166 times. two-hopper. Snowpeck's play is over to Big Frank in time. And that's out number 1.
Right fielder.
Dale Swain moves into scoring position. That'll bring up the right fielder, Jose Guillen. And he made some good pitches on him. Got him to ground out to Frank. One 5-0 for the Pirates. 1 3-1 for the Sox. First of a 3-game set tomorrow night. It'll be James Baldwin against the 27-year-old southpaw Steve Cook. We'll have that game for you right here over WGN. Swain with a good lead. There is a good fastball from Darwin.
Well, Danny was with the Pirates last year, 7-9 with a very good 3.02 earned run average in 19 starts. 16 walks and 69 strikeouts. I was talking with Danny before the game. They're not real fond of that mound here. You know, they play a couple of amateur games here almost daily.
Danny picks it, looks to second. Nobody was there in time. So he throws out Guillen, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, they don't do a whole lot of damage to the playing surface naturally because of the artificial surface.
Shortstop.
But the pitcher's mound is dug up real good because everybody wants to pitch, of course, and say they were on a major league mound. So now all these marks, every stride is different, and it's very tough to keep that mound in shape. And Danny said there was a lot of complaints about the mound here at Three Rivers Stadium. Yeah, they play a game early in the morning, then early afternoon, and then the Pirates come out and take their batting practice.
Here's Luke Collier, the shortstop. Fouled out to Thomas. Can't get the breaking pitch. Oh, those pitchers, I'll tell you what, very, very touchy subject with them as far as the mounds go.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a bat for the hitter. Oh, made a bad pitch right there. As Collier is going to knock in Swain, and the Pirates lead it 2-1.
Well, you see, Fabregas wants the ball away, and he gets it in, probably on the inside corner right there, and he just fights it off into center field, especially with first base open and the pitcher coming up. Not a good pitch.
Here's Lieber. He popped up to Ozzie. Yeah, the way he was swinging at first and batting in the first pitch in this sequence right here at that breaking pitch. He's going to have to show me he could hit it.
Yeah.
To the count. Way outside. Just does flip that one over the Sox dugout. So the count hangs at 1-2. 2 runs on 6 hits. While the Pirates, 1 run on just 3 hits for the Sox. Lou Collier, just a decent lead at first, as that pitch is chopped foul at the plate. And right now, while we have a moment, let's check out our Aflac Trivia question and answer. Who was the last Sox pitcher to lead the team with an ERA under 300? And the answer is Wilson Alvarez, 295 and 94. Another foul. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I was going back in time. I didn't think anybody ever had an ERA under 3.
I was thinking Lamar.
I was thinking Lamar, but his was slightly over 3 when he won the Cy Young.
Well, Wilson, who pitched, as we mentioned last night, got over the 500 mark. He is now 7-6, gave up 4 runs, all unearned. Saw the graphic earlier that he has not given up an earned run in his last 22 innings. That's good.
Yeah,
real good. So Lieber cutting and slashing up there against Danny Darwin.
It was interesting, too, that the series was capped off with that great catch by Mike Cameron off the bat of Roberto Kelly in the 8th inning. Great defense, but the Sox, what do we make? At least 5 errors in the series, 2 in that game, and 3 in the one other game that we won at the Metrodome, too, so it's kind of ironic. But there was a lot of good defensive play as well as bad.
There's a little looper in the left field. That's foul. Just foul. Thank you very much.
He's going to need a new sword.
Youngster throwing it to the older guy. Well, Lieber's got to get himself a new club. Detroit has stretched out their lead to 6-0. They're hitting in the bottom of the 6th over the Mets. You see the Orioles. Junior with a grand slam, now 5-0. Orioles over the Phillies in the 3rd. Checks it up. Durham over to Frank, and that'll do it. But Luke Collier knocks in Dale Swaim, and after 4, it's the Pirates by 1. Pirates on top 2-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. For the Sox, it'll be Cameron, Snopek, and Dave Martinez to face Jon Lieber. Bucco is going to direct a little traffic there.
You know, they sent that kid out to get the key to the batter's box, too, earlier. They had to.
Where did he get it from?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure he was on that assignment earlier.
Here's Mike. He grounded to Dale Swaim his first trip. Takes a slider strike on the outside corner.
See what bubble gum will do for you?
There's a base hit in the right field, going right with that sinker away. Nice piece of hitting right there by Mike Cameron. So good speed aboard. Mike is 8 for 8 in stolen bases.
Go. Got to try and manufacture something right here. It's a good job by Mike. Had a problem. You know, he's had some problems of just opening up a bit early. When he stays closed, I'll tell you what, he's very, very dangerous. It was a 91-mile-an-hour fastball he took to right field.
So here's Snopek. He ripped a single by Luke Collier at shortstop.
Good slider right there by Lieber. As Hawk mentioned last inning, he's going to come at you with hard stuff, and you just got to gear up for it. He makes a pitch like that on you. If he makes 3 of those, you're just going to have to sit down.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the normal procedure.
Well, you know, a guy like Lieber, though, he's a good guy to run on because he does have good control, good hit and run possibilities. Put that ball in play, especially on an artificial surface. A lot of good things can happen offensively, and especially when you got the great speed of Mike Cameron on base.
That's off the end of the bat into center field. Jermaine Allensworth is there, makes the catch for out number 1. Well, Houston stretching out that lead over Cleveland to 3-0. Astros still hitting in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So with Cameron at first, 1 out, here is Dave Martinez. He whipped a rocket right to Kevin Young at first base. That was in the 2nd inning.
Tell you what, that Kevin Young's got some good hands over at first base. He turned that double play on the line drive. Also in this ball game.
There's a sinker strike. Doug Rader going through his sequence down at third base. Danny Darwin on deck.
So the count 0-1 on Dave Martinez. For that outfield pretty much straight away. It's a little bit different. Most teams on artificial surface will bunch the guys in the gaps. They're not doing that. They're pretty much straight away for the Sox hitters. That pitch taken down low. Good slider. Nice job by David laying off that pitch. Danny Darwin is on deck. And we'll see if Terry Bevington wants to play a little hit and run here. 305 is what Dave's hitting at home. 270 on the road, but he's got 7 long ones away from Comiskey Park. Throw over. Mike Cameron dives back safely. Big ballpark here at Three Rivers. 335 down the lines. It's symmetrical. 375 in the gaps and 400 at dead center. Not going. He takes that pitch down low. Another slider. 2-1 to Martinez. Now the plot thickens. The Blue Jays trailing the Expos in the 6th inning. Pedro Martinez has a no-hitter. Well, I bet the Dodgers wish they wouldn't have made that trade. Pedro Martinez for Delino DeShields. Delino is now with St. Louis. 2-1 pitch. He's out in front of a changeup. That's the first one he's thrown. 80 miles an hour. Had David way out in front. There's the rooster, Doug Rader. So it's 2-2. Sox definitely want to get Danny Darwin to the plate this inning. We're in the 5th. 2-1 Buccos. Cameron 1 foot on the artificial surface as David swings and pulls that breaking ball foul. And while we have a moment, Thursdays are ladies' night out at Comiskey Park, brought to you by Mrs. T's Pierogies. Tickets are just $1 for all ladies when brought on the day of the game at Comiskey Park's box office. Take advantage of the next ladies' night out on Thursday as the Sox take on Boston at 7:05. And take advantage of Mrs. T's Pierogies. The cabbage, the kapusta are superb. Potato and cheese are real good also. Very light, yet filling. Well, David's got to get a new weapon here. The count 2-2. Pittsburgh has 6 hits. The Sox have 4. The White Sox have made the only error in this contest. Sox got on the board first in the 1st inning, a sacrifice fly. by Frank Thomas. That was a manufactured run. Ray Durham led off with a double. Ozzie bunted him to third, and Frank came through with the fly ball. That pitch up and away, 3-2. So this runner's got to be in motion right here. 92-mile-an-hour fastball misses up and away as Doug Rader gives a sign. Pittsburgh countered in the bottom of the second inning. Kevin Young hit a tremendous homer to left center, tying the ball game. And then Luke Collier broke the tie, a 2-out single in the fourth. There goes Cameron, and Martinez walks on a changeup. So he tried it again, but missed. Second walk issued by Lieber, whose control has been very good this season. So if National League rules prevail right here with the pitcher batting, Danny Darwin will be bunting, trying to get these guys over to second and third, respectively, for Ray Durham. They're looking for it. Dale Swaim in on what would be the grass at third. Same thing for Kevin Young over at first. So Lieber, he's going to try and throw a high strike. Boy, Danny pulls it back and swings and misses. Well, he didn't come real close to that pitch. The idea here is to make Swaim field the bunt. He bunts, doesn't get it, strike two. Florida has a 5-4 lead over the Red Sox in the sixth inning at Fenway Park. Solo homer by Mike Stanley, his eighth, the only long ball in that game. So we'll see if Danny is bunting here on 0-2. Wally Bell is the umpire behind home plate. Tom Hellion at first. Jerry Meals and Paul Nart fill out the umpiring crew. Done a good job tonight. There goes the runner to third. The throw by Kendall. He's safe. Wow, Mike Cameron steals third on a bang-bang play. The second stolen base of the night for the Sox. And Cameron is still perfect in that category. He's 9 for 9. That was a strike as Darwin goes down. And he's in there, definitely. A good call by the umpire, Paul Nart. And Martinez in the second. So a double steal. And Ray Durham, who's 2 for 2, checks into the plate. Takes a fastball upstairs. Ray doubled and scored in the first inning, singled and stole second in the third. So he is perfect. Meanwhile, 5 strikeouts for Jon Lieber. Good speed on the bases. Sox need a big hit right here. Ray takes it down low. Another 91-mile-an-hour fastball misses inside. Ozzie Guillen is on deck. This is the first of 3 between the White Sox and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sox won 3 out of 4 in the first part of this road trip at the Metrodome and have won 5 consecutive series. So with Pete Buccos out to the mound, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Back at Three Rivers Stadium in downtown Pittsburgh with Ken Harrelson. This is Tom Paciorek. This is where the Allegheny and the Monongahela meet to form the Ohio. Big river flow. Now you look at Mike Cameron at third base. Dave Martinez over at second. So Ray Durham's got a 2-0 pitch coming up. Pete Buccos has had his say. And here comes the pitch. Oh, he dots the inside corner. Off-speed pitch, 81 miles an hour. That was a straight change, or he... It had to be a straight change. Luke probably went out there and told him he's got to be sitting on that fastball, take something off of it. He did, and threw a strike. 2-1 pitch. Slider, pitch ain't biting down there. 3-1. Yeah, Wally Bell called a great game so far. No one's complained. We're in the 5th inning. Outfield, pretty much straight away for Ray. Swings at a changeup. Boy, he's bringing out this changeup in this inning. That's the 4th one he's featured to the last 2 hitters. So Ray's got to be leery now of 3 pitches rather than 2.
And, of course, that brings the high fastball into play, where Lieber is a sinker ball pitcher.
Yeah. Tell you what, he's got good arm action on his changeup so far. So here we go, 2-2. Breaking ball. That was a slider slashed foul into the seats left side over the Sox dugout. We've got a good crowd on hand. We understand that 60,000 tickets were sold prior to the series. I'm hoping for a big walk-up. Interleague play. Oh, he went after the slider. He got him. Good pitch. So Durham strikes out with 2 runners in scoring position, and we are halfway home with the good guys trailing by 1.
2-1 Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be the top of the order. Tony Womack, Jermaine Allensworth, and Al Martin to face Danny Darwin. Womack, 1 for 2, a double, and then he has reached base on an error. Takes strike 1. 2-6-0 for the Buccos, 1-4-1 for the good guys. First of a 3-game series from Three Rivers Stadium. There's all-speed pitch, popped up. Ozzie, he's got him. And right now, let's check out Who's Cleaning Up in Baseball, brought to you by Hoover. Junior, Big Red, and Tino Martinez continue the current home run pace. It'll be an exciting September for all baseball fans. Right now, Junior's pace is at 59 homers, Tino at 58, Mark McGuire at 57. Wow. A lot of home runs. Allensworth takes ball 1. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. We're starting to have a slight drizzle. Ball here is Snowpeck, bobbles it very quickly over to first. It'll be an error. The heel of the glove up against the chest and out far enough to where he could not control.
Yeah, it was that in-between hop right there. The short hop is so much easier to field. And Allensworth runs well.
He is 8 for 11 in stolen bases as Al Martin stands in. He has flied to center and he has doubled. Takes that sinker low and away. So we mentioned the chance of rain, 80% here in Pittsburgh, with some heavy thunder showers have been forecast. Right now, just a slight mist. That's high and deep into right field. Dave Martinez, he is back on the track. He's got the bead and he's got the ball. He just missed out.
Yes, he did. Al Martin's a good-looking hitter. 300 hitter last year.
So that'll bring up the first baseman, the cleanup hitter, Kevin Young. And here's what he did leading off the second inning. Fastball up. Put it on the board. So Young with 8 homers and 39 knocked in. Mist getting a little heavier now. It is. Yep. A pitch outside.
It does rain a lot in Pittsburgh.
I didn't realize that till talking with Danny today, Darwin. He said it rains every day almost.
It does rain a lot. I don't ever remember coming into Pittsburgh as a visiting player years ago where the weather was real pleasant for the entire time.
I've been to Pittsburgh a couple of times just to play golf, really never downtown until we checked into the hotel last night. 2 out. Allensworth, we mentioned, 8 thefts. Outfield virtually straight up. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball going foul and out of play. About 3 rows back. So a 1-2 count to Kevin Young. They have a rain delay in Cincinnati. Milwaukee leading that game 3-2.
Rains a lot in Cincinnati too. Cincinnati. Yeah.
Well, you're just our resident Tom Skilling, you know.
Got a plethora of information. Some of it is almost worthwhile.
It is. Whoops. A little crossfire right there. So the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Take him right here, Danny. Good pitch, close. Danny wanted it. Didn't get it, and the count goes full. Here's a slider. Wally Bell doing a fine job behind the plate. So Frank's going to hold on Allensworth. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Out in front, hooks it foul.
Boy, Kevin Young looks like a completely different hitter than what we saw at Kansas City. Tell you what, it looked like you could just throw him inside and take his thumbs with him, and then throw him anything slow, and he'd be way out in front. There, right now, he looks like he's just on about everything you throw up there. It looks like he's really maturing as a hitter. As you mentioned, he's just a non-roster player coming into camp, and now he's leading the team. Homers and RBIs.
Once again, the payoff pitch. And once again, a foul ball. He's got 13 RBIs in his last 14 ball games. But we'll do it all again. Checking a few other scores for you. The Tigers hammering the Mets 10-0. Detroit hitting in the bottom of the 7th. St. Louis leading Minnesota 2-1. That's in the top of the 4th in St. Louis. Top of the 4th at Houston. Astros still shutting out Cleveland 3-0. Good fastball outside corner. A beauty of a pitch by Darwin. And that'll retire the side. We have completed 5. It is 2-1 Pittsburgh. Pirates 1-4-2 for the Sox. Southwest Airlines for the second consecutive year voted number 1. For the Sox here in the top of the 6th, it'll be Ozzie, Thomas, and Albert. Jon Lieber, fastball. Ozzie has a sacrifice bunt. He's hit into a 3-6 double play. His drops appearing to be a little larger now, as there's a looper in the left field, but Al Martin is there, reaches up. So the lead man gone. And checking some other scores. Montreal now leading Toronto 2-0, bottom of the 7th at Skydome. Fighting Fish over the Red Sox 7-4, bottom of the 7th at Fenway. No score, Atlanta at New York against the Yankees. That's in the top of the 6th, 1 final. Cubs scored 5 times in the 8th inning. Come back to beat the Royals 8-7.
It's amazing, isn't it, Hawk? The Royals bullpen.
Pichardo and Ricky Bonas got beat up today.
Whew. Their starting pitching has been very good, but the bullpen has really let them down.
Yeah, Belcher started, went 7 innings, gave up 3 runs. Then he left with a big lead against us, 7-2.
Yeah.
Belcher has really pitched well. As that pitch inside, and the count 2-1.
No, he talking with Bobby Boone before that series started. He felt like they'd be in first place easily had their bullpen pitched anywhere close to what they expected them to.
Strike on the outside corner. So Frank with a 2-2 count.
Yes, he did.
Calls him out on the inside. What a wide span right there. 7th strikeout for Lieber.
Look, he started this pitch on the inside. If Kendall moves his glove at all, I don't know. To me, it looked like a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, I thought that one was. I thought the one previous to that was outside. That's where the wide span. I think that's what Frank was upset about. As here is Albert. He's over to a couple of strikeouts. Well, this crowd getting into it. Two-1 Pirates here in the top of the 6th. Breaking ball. And a reminder, the first 20,000 adults ages 21 and over attending the Saturday White Sox game against Boston will receive caps commemorating the Negro League Chicago American Giants courtesy of Miller Genuine Draft. Game time is 12:05 and tickets are available by dialing 312-831-1SOX. Paints him on the outside. Kendall way out there now. That is very clear. Albert having a tough time picking up the pitches of Jon Lieber. 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates by 1. Pirates by 1 here in near half of the 6th inning. Danny Darwin has concluded his warm-up tosses. He will face Dale Swain, Jason Kendall, and Jose Guillen. Missed, letting up. So here's Swain. He's 1 for 2. Single to lead off the 4th, and he scored. That sinker low and off the plate. Checks it up and takes a strike, so that evens the count at 1. Swain originally with the Milwaukee Brewers. That ball hammered into right center field. Nobody's going to get this one. That is off the sign for a solo homer. And it's a 3-1 Pirate lead. There's just a bullet.
That's certainly the hardest hit ball of this ball game. My goodness. That ball was crushed. Dale Swaim's a switch hitter. And he looked like he was off to a outstanding start to his career before he broke his leg when he was a shortstop for the Milwaukee Brewers. Man. He certainly did not miss that one. See the fastball tailing out over the plate. And he drills it out of here. My. Boy, good short swing. You see how he got the head of the bat out, way out in front. That back heel comes off the ground. Very solid contact. So here is Jason Kendall, whose dad, Fred, is one of the coaches for the Detroit Tigers, who just happened to be creaming the New York Mets at Tiger Stadium 12-0. Jason takes ball 3. 3-0. No activity in either bullpen. So Jason Kendall, who scored after he singled last time up, takes a strike right there. 2 homers tonight for the Buccos, and they are not a power-hitting team. Pittsburgh now has 57 on the season. There's a ground ball and a whole base hit left field. So 2 consecutive hits, and there's going to be some activity in the Sox bullpen, which is located in left field.
Right fielder, Jose Guillen.
Chuck McElroy, though, southpaw, begins to warm up as Jose Guillen steps to the plate. Guillen has grounded out twice. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jon Lieber has it on cruise control right now for Pittsburgh. He has thrown 80 pitches through 6, giving up just the 1 run on 4 hits. And he's really tied up the big guys in the Sox lineup. So Guillen, the hitter, first pitch ripped to left. A splitter that did not fool him. So Danny Darwin in a jam right here. He's given up 3 runs, 9 hits now through 5+ as time is called. And the rain has pretty much stopped here at Three Rivers. Guillen, they say he's just a bundle of talent. Youngster, just 21 years old from the Dominican Republic, as Mike Pasick comes out to the mound. Quick note on Dale Swaim, who just hit that solo homer. Dale playing now every day because Joe Randa broke the pinky in his hand, so Swaim will get some activity now. But Swaim's best season came in Milwaukee. 252 is what he hit in 1987. 25 homers, 95 runs batted in. And then the following year, he broke his leg and has been really struggling to stay at the major leagues since then. But he's never given up. He's been with the White Sox, Philadelphia, Oakland, Seattle, and now Pittsburgh. So Lou Collier will hit. Lou had a big RBI single his last time up in the 4th inning. Runners at first and second, nobody out, with the pitcher, Jon Lieber, on deck. Lou, 23 years old, as Hawk mentioned, from Chicago. Was a 31st round draft choice. He fouls that slider into the Bucco dugout. So 0-1 the count. Checking down with Jack Lind, the third base coach. Former ASU Sun Devil. Sox looking for 2 in the infield. They have been out hit 9-4 by Pittsburgh tonight. They really haven't been able to do much against Jon Lieber. Slider, fish ain't biting. No, says Tom Hellion. A couple big plays in his ball game. Runners at second and third and 2 out. Lieber was able to strike out Ray Durham, who at that point was 2 for 2 in the ball in this game. That was the big out for Pittsburgh so far. So Danny trying to get out of this one. Sox trailing by 2. Breaking ball grounded back to Darwin, over to Ozzie for 1, and they turn it. Nice job. 1-6-3 on the double play.
Pitcher, Jon Lieber.
So that'll bring up Jon Lieber with that runner at third and 2 out. Lieber's 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop-up, but he really battled Danny hard his last at bat. Made him throw a lot of extra pitches. Pittsburgh has turned 2 double plays. Sox with their first. White Sox have also made 2 errors. Sox now with 65 double plays turned on the season. Freddie, that's Jason Kendall at third base. Son of Freddie. Proud Papa. There's a fastball up and away. So Danny trying to get Lieber, who is 2 for 31 on the season. He's driven in 3 runs, batting at .065. He does not have what we would call a quick bat. Swings at that one, misses the fastball, 89 miles an hour.
Well, for about 97 to 98%. Good thing pitchers could throw.
Good point. Oh, we've seen some good hitting pitchers.
I've seen some great hitting pitchers.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think of Ken Brett. Rick Rhoden, outstanding. There's a ground ball. Frank, take it yourself, and that'll do it. So Danny Darwood does minimize the damage. The solo homer by Dale Swaim. But after 6, the Pirates lead it 3-1.
I've been waiting for this.
We all have.
Couple home runs in this ball game. If you're just tuning in, solo shots by Kevin Young and Dale Swaim. Sox picked up for tally in the first. Leadoff double by Durham. Sacrifice bunt by Ozzie, and the sac fly by the Big Hurt. So it'll be Fabregas, Cameron, and Snopek. Well, this Jon Lieber. Sinker, slider, change. As George out in front of that one hits it down to Pomachak, who makes a nice play. Lieber's walked but 1, has 8 strikeouts. We mentioned the pitching rotation. Tomorrow it'll be James Baldwin against Steve Cook, the southpaw. We'll have that game for you right here over WGN Sports. And on Wednesday night, Jamie Navarro against Jason Schmidt. Yes, that's into center field. Jermaine Allensworth is there, and the lead man is gone.
Well, one thing you got to really like about Lieber, he gets it and throws it. And he's doing a whole lot of thinking out on the mound. He's got a good fastball. He knows that. He's got great movement on it. 91, 92 miles an hour about what he's featuring. Throws about the slider about 83 to 85, and then throws the changeup off of that. He's got 3 very good pitches.
Here's Mike Cameron. He's 1 for 2. Grounded to third and single to right. Takes ball 1. Reading up. A little story about Doug Drabek in the clips this afternoon, talking about how he's out there on the mound thinking about mechanics. And he didn't want to do that, but they just keep popping up into his mind. It's just like a hitter going to the plate, worrying about where your hands are, where your feet are. By that time, the ball's by you. You need to pop it up, ground it out. Pitcher the same way. When you get out there and you work slow, you got more time to think. And Wilson been crediting him. He credits his success recently to getting the ball and throwing it. That's inside. Very few outstanding pitchers have worked slow.
Yeah, exactly right.
There's a slider. That is strikeout number 9 for Lieber.
84 miles an hour on that slider. He's just been painting the outside corner on the right-handed hitters. I'll tell you what, he has been awfully tough. There you see it. 4 hits, a run, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts in just 87 pitches. 9 strikeouts at 87 pitches.
That's good.
Wow.
So here's Chris. 1 for 2, a sharp single, takes strike 1. And a reminder, the White Sox training centers are coming this summer to a diamond near you. They are the official baseball and softball camps of the White Sox for boys and girls ages 7 through 14. So for camp dates and a location near you, just dial 630-PLAY-BALL. That is 630-PLAY-BALL.
Good hard fastball, and then he comes back with that slider. It just darts away. About 7 to 8 mile an hour difference from his fastball speed.
That's trouble. That's going to fall for a base hit, and Allensworth cannot cut it off. So Snopek on his way to second. He will get there. That'll be his 11th two-bagger.
That's just the 5th hit for the Sox. 2 by Snopek, 2 by Durham. And he made a mistake on the 0-2 pitch. Kendall wants it way away. Slider, he got it up. Pretty much middle of the plate. Check the height right there, about thigh high. And Snopek does his job. Hits the mistake.
Well, here's Dave Martinez. David is lined hard to first, and he has walked. Now we're going to have some activity down in the Sox pen as once again there he is, Chuck McElroy. Darwin on deck. Is that pitch down low? If you get a decent pitch, knock him in, David. Three 9-0 for Pittsburgh, 1-5-2 for the Sox. That's into center field. Allensworth is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So Sox can't do anything here but a 2-out double of Jon Lieber. 7th inning stretch. It's the Pirates by 2.
Touchdowns in the 8th inning at Tiger Stadium. Yankees and Braves scoreless at Yankee Stadium in the 7th inning. 6-1 Baltimore over the Phillies in the 7th. 2-1 Montreal leads the Blue Jays at Skydome. They're in the 9th inning there. Other action shows Milwaukee 3-2 over Cincinnati. There in the 5th inning, a rain delay there. St. Louis leads Minnesota 2-1 in the 6th at Busch. Houston 3-0 over Houston at the Astrodome. They are in the 5th inning. Anaheim 2-0 lead over the Colorado Rockies. at Coors Field. They're in the first inning. And Texas at the Dodgers later on. Witt against Valdez. San Diego is at Oakland. And San Francisco plays at Seattle. And that is our scoreboard, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Young Kevin McClatchy, just 34 years old, on the left of your screen right there, the owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, as we get set to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-1. Buccos on top. Tony Womack will lead it off, takes the off-speed pitch up high. Womack is 1 for 3, had a double in the first. Womack hitting at 266 as he stands in. Pops that fastball up. Ozzie. So 2 pitches, 1 out. Kevin McClatchy was talking to Tom Murphy, who is the mayor of Pittsburgh, and of course they're trying to get a new stadium. McClatchy was the guy who came in here and saved this franchise for the city.
Yeah.
Here's Jermaine Allensworth. A couple of strikeouts, and he's reached on an arrow. That's into right field. Dave Martinez. So 3 pitches, 2 out here in the 7th inning. Boy, this cooled off here.
Nice.
What?
Beautiful. Oh, yeah, I'd much rather have it 90 and sticky.
Here's Al Martin. Flight out to center. He is doubled sharply down the right field line, and he has gone out deep to right.
Maybe a nice little rain with that sticky humidity would be nice.
There's a chopper.
Stay fair.
That's foul. I love it when it's 90 and humid.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have that.
Great.
Gotta have it humid, Duke.
Great. So
Lose your sense of adventure.
Yeah, you just kick on that AC and then walk around your room. It's great. Really invigorating, isn't it?
Workout. Top of the 6th at Houston. Astros still shutting out Cleveland 3-0. Angels and the Rockies are tied at 2. Top of the 2nd at Coors Field. 0-2 to Al Martin. Top of the 9th at Skydome. 2-1. Expos leading the Blue Jays. Braves did not score in the top of the 7th at Yankee Stadium. Still 0-0 in that ball game. It's Glavine against Mendoza. That pitch popped up. Stay in here. Snowpeck going to run out of room. Back in the 2nd row.
Not a whole lot of foul ground here at Three Rivers.
No, it's a good park to hit in.
Oh, yeah.
Low fences out there. They're not deep. 335 down the lines, 375 in the gaps, 400 straightaway center field.
Well, it's not as good a hitter's ballpark as, say, Philadelphia or Cincinnati. Ballpark's almost identical to this in size, but the ball doesn't carry quite as well here.
Ball hit deep to right field. But Dave Martinez is there, back in front of the Cincinnati Reds sign, hauls it in. And a quick inning for our Danny Darwin. We have completed 7. It's 3-1 Pirates. Has really pitched himself one heck of a ball game. He will face Mario Valdez hitting for Danny Darwin. 3-9-0 for the Pirates, 1-5-2 for the Sox. Lieber with 9 strikeouts as that ball hit into left center field. It's going to hang up there for Al Martin. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Here comes Ray Durrell.
And it's Fujifilm Photo Day at Comiskey Park this Sunday as the Sox host Boston. First 2,500 fans to enter gate number 1 with Fuji color quick snap cameras can participate in an on-field photo session with Sox players and coaches. In addition, all kids ages 14 and under will receive a Frank Thomas Albert Bell poster courtesy of Fujifilm and Walgreens. For tickets, call 312-831-1SOX.
Here's a strike to Durham. Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're awesome, Big Bob.
Don't make me do that again.
Breaking ball low. 1-1 the count to Ray. Ray's 2 for 3, a double, a single, a stolen base. And he has scored the only tally for the good guys. There's a 2-hopper. Kevin Young's got him, and quickly 2 gone. Southpaw, Matt Rubel. Here's Ozzie. Ozzie 0 for 2. 28,070 in attendance tonight.
That's good.
Yeah, their average is 18,818. And the forecast was just horrible. So that would knock out some of the walk-up. I mean, on television all afternoon they were talking about is watch out.
Oh, me.
About to 80%. When Ozzie hits a line shot into the seats like that, you very seldom ever see him look at it. He just looks away, as a lot of veteran players do. Fortunately, nobody was hurt with that one. Boy, I used to hit line shots in that third base thing at Fenway and just wouldn't even look. Because they're sitting right on top of you.
Yeah.
Pops this pitch up. Oh, Jon Lieber is making this thing look too easy. He's called off by Jermaine Allensworth. Is the shortstop, Luke Collier. So 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Pittsburgh leading.
This portion of Chicago White Sox baseball on WGN is brought to you by Aflac, insuring over 40 million people worldwide.
30 strikeouts, 19 walks.
First pitch to Kevin Young, taken for a strike. Oh, Danny Darwin. Quality start, 7 innings.
Yep.
3 runs. Are you talking about somebody who just can't catch a break?
No, he's just not getting any support whenever he pitches. He has a chance to lose his 4th consecutive start with quality starts.
There's a good fastball strike, so the count 1-2. Young homered leading off the 2nd inning, his 8th of the year. He also has grounded to short and struck out. Outfield straight up. Fabregas to the outside. Watch out. Hey, Wimpy got some email here.
We do.
Hello, email. Hawk and Wimpy just graduated from college and taking the summer off to watch the White Sox. My brother and I are 4th generation fanatical Sox fans. We watch all the games over WGN here in Canton, Ohio. It's Matt and Joe Narins. Oh, good pitch just off the corner. That one from the Petrowski family. Joyce Ballmer watching down in Decaturville, Tennessee. Yes, he's gone. And that's out number 1. What does Petrowski mean in Polish?
If you hold on 1 second, I'll
Volunteer from Tennessee?
Yeah. Sorry, I can't give you that information.
Here's Dale Swaim. He's 2 for 3. A single, a homer. Scored twice. Takes that fastball strike. 21 to count, and if you want to email Wimpy and myself, just visit the WGN website at www.wgntv.com. Visit the sports section, click in on the comments and questions, and type away. There's a good strike. So the count 1-2. There's another one from Sheila from Brookfield. Says, I was just wondering how you decide who wins the pick to click every night. That's whoever does best, Sheila. Among the three that we picked. Best chop foul. Wimpy's just had a tough go.
If you believe that, Sheila, I got some swampland in South Georgia I'd like to sell to you. You might be interested in.
Well, Wimpy's just had a bad run the last 7 or 8 years. Been in the swamp. Tries to nail the outside corner, just misses, and the count evens at 2. 33-year-old veteran Dale Swain. Count goes full. That home run he hit leading off the 6th, it was just one of Wimpy's 3 irons going out there.
Man. In that same direction, anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Ate him up right there. Nice pitch. Get over there. Frank bobbles the ball underneath. Seamus cannot make the play. So that'll be an error.
Oh, Frank's got plenty of time. That ball just hits him in the heel of his glove. Swain does not run well. Well, it's just a matter of looking it into your glove.
So the 3rd error of the game committed by the Sox, the 68th of the season. And here's Jason Kendall. He's 2 for 3, a double and a single. He smoked both of them.
I want to send out a load to Chelsea Schwenkel, watching the game in Burnsville, Minnesota. Hi, Chelsea.
Big gap in left center. As there's a strike to slider on the outside corner. Kendall has doubled down the left field line. And he ripped one in to left at Albert. Won the count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Pirates. 1 run, 5 hits, 3 errors for the Sox. Hit him. Well, Kendall takes a fastball. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Jose Guillen. Jose is 1 for 3. He ripped a shot into left field. Chops that pitch foul. Checking some more scores for you. Final from Detroit. Tigers hurt the Mets 14-0. Baltimore leading Philadelphia 6-1. That's in top of the 7th at Oriole Park. Final from Skynome. Expos beat the Blue Jays 2-1. There's the Pedro Martinez 10 punch outs in that game. John Walgren tells us that Bobby Higginson hit 3 home runs in that Tiger 14-0 victory over the Mets. 0-2 the count to Guillen. Yankees hitting in the bottom of the 7th. Scoreless tie with the Braves. Top of the 9th at Fenway, 8-4 Fighting Fish leading the Carmines. This afternoon the Cubs scored 5 in the 8th to beat the Royals 8-7 as Guillen is gone for out number 2. And our next game coming your way right here where WGN will be tomorrow night, second of this 3-game series, when James Baldwin will be opposed by the 27-year-old southpaw Steve Cook. That's tomorrow right here with WGN. Now Mike Pazey slowly walking out of the Sox dugout. Other scores, top of the 6th, they have resumed play now at Synergy Field in Cincinnati. Brewers leading the Reds 3-2. Top of the 7th in St. Louis, Cardinals leading Minnesota 2-1. At Houston, Astros shutting out Cleveland 3-0. That's in the top of the 6th. Now Pazey just wanting to make sure what they're going to do with Luke Collier right here. Collier burned the Sox back in the 4th inning. Swaim at second, 2 out. Got a base hit in the right field with Lieber, of course, the on-deck hitter. So before Seamus delivers his pitch to Collier, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
On with Tom Patrick, Ken Harrelson from Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh. As he pours that pitch over the outer half. Also a reminder that immediately following our ball game, it will be the WGN News. We understand the weather has not been good today back at home. Raining. Fastball, that's off the plate, so the count evens at 1. Billy Seamus in relief of Danny Darwin. Collier has bad hacks at the Darwin breaking pitches. That's check swing fouled off, so the count 1-2. Got that fastball to hit. You're looking to the Sox ninth. It'll be Thomas, Bell, Fabregas,
And a host of others, we hope.
yes. I think we might see Harrell in there. Somebody gets on base.
Yeah.
There's a breaking ball right side. Durham on the move. The big Frank, and that'll do it. So Seamus pitches out of it. And we will go to the 9th. Sox in trouble. Inning. Jon Lieber has pitched well. Gave up that first inning run. The double by Durham, the bunt by Ozzie, the sacrifice by Frank. 3 singles and 2 doubles. Sox have stranded before. Pirates have turned a couple of double plays to help Lieber out. So here we go. Frank 0 for 1, that sacrifice fly and a walk. Takes that fastball outside. Well, Lieber's been very, very consistent. Boy, he's been anywhere from 89 to 91, 90 most of the time. As that's fisted into right field, Guillen broke back, now comes on, he's there. And the lead man gone. And a reminder, the patio area at Comiskey Park offers groups of 20 or more the ultimate pregame party. You can watch batting practice at field level 2 hours prior to the game while enjoying an all-you-can-eat buffet. So for more information, just call the Sox sales department at 312-674-1000 as the 28,070 in attendance getting all over Albert. Albert 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts. He just does not pick the ball up well from Lieber, especially the slider. Looks at that sinker down low. Not a good swing. 92. Lubel and Loisel.
Bring him in.
Now. Slider. Another slider just misses. Strikeouts for Jon Lieber.
Wow. Last complete game was 1994 July.
Here's Fabregas. Takes ball one.
Well, you're right. Albert really had no chance against this guy tonight.
No. Something in his motion.
Excuse me, Hawk. He just wasn't in any position to pull the trigger.
That's right at Guillen. And this ball game is over. So an outstanding performance by the 27-year-old right-hander, Jon Lieber, as the Pirates take the first of this three-game set. As he strikes out 10, walks only one. They win it 3-1, and Wimpy and I'll be back to wrap it up right after this.